And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. Hello, Damien, how are you? And this is Forex Trader Course 101, everybody. It's for beginners. We're trying to build the 3 pillars of a beginner trader, everybody. Pillar number 1 is the strategy and or system. We're trying to build a strategy or system. All of these modules here on the left: market structure, trend line, support, resistance, ladder, Fibonacci, crowns, and indicators. Pillar number 2, everybody, we are trying to learn about risk management and how this risk management works inside our strategy and or system. And the big one, we are trying to learn step by step how our psychology affects our risk management decisions and our strategy decisions, right? Damien says very well. Everybody remember, 90% of traders lose money. And risk disclaimer, the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only, especially in the Forex trading week, everybody, where we are trying to implement what we have learned so far into the live markets. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And for questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat, or you have my Gmail below the video, below the webinar. And never forget, having 2 skills is better than 1, and having 3 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty. And trading is a learnable skill. Okay, beginner traders, you can learn this. It's a learnable skill. Said, let's go to the live charts, everybody. Good morning, Sultan. How are you? So we are in the Forex Traders Course 101, Forex Trading Week, Day 3. Everybody, please type in the chat a currency pair and the time frame that you want to check. Okay, and then type in your idea, like long, buy, short. Good morning, Pickles. How are you? Okay, everybody. And remember, first comes, first is served, right? Then it says AUD. Okay, 4-hour chart, short. Great. AUD USD, 4-hour chart, short the market. Okay. Remember the questions from yesterday, everybody. Question number 1, long or short. Question number 2, what pattern are we going to short? Where the stop loss, where the take profit, and so on and so on and so on. And Mikers says USD JPY 5 minutes. Mikers, if we have time, okay? Damien was first, so we're going to address AUD USD first, and then we're going to check. All right. So, Damien, what pattern do you want to short, and where should the stop loss go? Okay. Where should the stop loss go? Where should the take profit go? And before we short the market, everybody, is the market is a high. So are we in a short-term uptrend or are we in a short-term downtrend, everybody? And yes, it's a high. So high to low. Damien, are we in a short-term uptrend or are we in a short-term downtrend? What would you say? This is high. It's a sequence, so we're going to leave it like this. There is no high formed yet, right? So there is no right or wrong, everybody. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. You know, we are here to learn. There is no right or wrong. Okay. So what we have learned in the previous 15 lessons is about the market wave. It's about the multiple time frame trading, some concepts here. Okay, and we are at the downtrend line, short-term downtrend line, right, on the 4-hour chart. Zuelius, teacher Zuelius, good morning. How are you? Short trend up. So Everybody, is now the right time to go short on AUD USD 4-hour chart? What would you say? Notches, this is for the future classes. Everybody, this is the 4-hour chart. AUD USD, let's delete the Fibonacci's and okay. So is now the right time to go short, everybody? And talking about the market way, right? Extension or retracement extension, right? So could be something like this, right? The easy one, extension, retracement, and the next extension, right? And on the smaller scale, if we want to micromanage the chart, right? In the smaller scale would be, you know, it would be extension, retracement, extension, retracement, lower lows, lower highs. Now would be push higher. Let's change the color. So until up in here somewhere. And then let's compress the chart. Extension, retracement, higher highs, higher lows. Extension, retracement, extension, and then retracement, and then extension back up, something like this. Short uptrend, Sultan says short. Well, remember everybody, one of the big reasons why we as beginner traders lose money and pips, it's because of the wrong timing. Okay, so what is the market doing right now? Zuelu says we are in a short uptrend. And Sultan says short. Damien says I would say yes, go short on a retracement, small on time frame than long. Damian, if we enter short right now, are we or are we going with the trend? Beginner traders question. Beginner traders question, everybody. If we short the market right now, are we going with the trend or are we going against the trend? Right now, we want to make some pips right now. Okay, so Damien, you are the teacher, I'm your student. Teacher Damien, how are we going with the trend when the market's making higher lows? Quadrant, this is a low, this is a high, this is a higher low, and this is a higher high. Make sense? Teacher Damien, how are we going with the trend when the market's making higher highs, higher lows? And Zuelu says, no, we are going against. Everybody help Teacher Damien out. How are we going with the trend when the market's making higher highs, higher lows on the AUD USD 4-hour chart? And don't be shy and scared. We are here to learn, okay? There is no right or wrong. So you are my teacher, everybody. I'm your student, and I'm asking you, teacher, how are we going with the trend right now, shorting the market right now when the market's making higher highs, higher lows? What would be the answer? And so we still have the questions, right, everybody? And if this is your first time, please go back to the recordings and watch the lessons, starting from lesson number 1. Okay, we are having this Forex Trading Week, day 3, after the 15th lesson. So before entering the market, questions. This is from, yes, it's every day the same. It's a skill how to think what questions to ask, you know. So number 1, long or short, and there is no right or wrong. Number 2, what pattern? You can go short, you can go long. What pattern? Number 3, where is the stop loss? Number 4, where is the take profit level? Take profit. Number 5, how is the risk/reward ratio? And number 6, is this a high or low probability trade? Okay, everybody, beginner traders, this is for you. So Damien is saying reaching the trend line, hopefully going against resistance and going down after as a beginner. Yes, everybody, but listen to me, beginner traders. You should trade what you see. Okay? As a beginner trader, learn to trade what you see, not what you expect, everybody. Make sense? Okay? It's a trading concept, okay? Trading concept. Trade what you see, not what you think is going to happen. Make sense, everybody? Or trade it when it happens, beginner traders. Okay, not before. Start. Remember. 90% of the traders lose money because of wrong timing. Okay, it's not the right time, everybody. So if you're a beginner trader, take a screenshot of this, and when you learn every day, when you are trading the market, hopefully on a demo account, every time that you enter long or short, remember that you need to answer those questions. This is beginner stuff, everybody. So long or short, and then says short. Okay, what pattern? What pattern, you know? Where is the stop loss? Where is the take profit? Stop loss goes on the pattern. How is the risk reward ratio? 6, is this a high or low probability trade? And beginner traders, listen to me here, okay? Projections are okay, but trade what you see, not what you think is going to happen. Make sense? Or trade it when it happens, not before. Remember, 90% of beginner traders lose money because of wrong timing. Okay? So, Damien, you are right. You are correct, you know. Reaching the trend line, hopefully going against resistance and going down. It's a great projection. But is now the right time, everybody, to go short? If we are, and, you know, you can accept what we're teaching everybody. You can reject what we're teaching you. Not a problem. Okay, so what do you think, everybody, about this trading concept for the beginner traders? Does this make sense to you? Beginner traders, how would your trading on a demo account change or improve if you would trade what you see? Not what you think is going to happen, you know? So I'm going to short. We don't have the crystal ball, right? Oh, I'm going to short the market because the market is at the trend line and it's resistance and it's going to push down. Well, I cannot read my expectations, everybody. Okay? And if you are trading like this, guess what? We are forming bad trading habits. Make sense, everybody? If I'm going to short the market right now, there is no technical indication this market. Agreed? there is no technical indication, beginner traders, that this market is going to reverse right now. Oh, but it's at the downtrend line. Yes, it is, but you know, let's short the market. Okay, why? Being patient, sure. Trade what you see, everybody. You know, if you're a beginner trader, every morning when you wake up and every night before going to bed, read, you know, those lines. Trade what you see, not what you think is going to happen, or trade it when it happens, not before. Meeker says, wouldn't that bring the possibility of entering too late and then the trend changing? Meekers, the answer is absolutely not. Great question. Answer, absolutely not. Great question, everybody. Professional traders trade from what they see, not what they think is going to happen. Make sense? Passion, I don't believe you. You know, great. Find a professional trader, you know, somebody who is trading for a living, you know, in an institution, not Jean Paulo from his garage, okay, and ask him or her, you know, like Jane or John, how do you trade? Do you trade what you see, or do you trade based, are you entering the market based on what you think is going to happen? Make sense, everybody, or am I talking nonsense? Damien says, and wait for signs of rejections and enter a secure trade. Sure. So what did we learn, everybody, from the previous lessons? It doesn't matter AUD, USD 4-hour chart or USD JPY 5-minute chart. We learn about how this market works. We learn about the waves, and we learned about the role of the short-term trend inside the market structure, right? We learned about how this, you know, extension, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, retracement, the market is going to make lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then extension one more time, making higher highs, higher lows. So the violet line is the market wave, the blue line is the short-term trend. Sultan says, makes sense. You know, so how we are going to identify the different stories, the different entries, the different short-term and long-term directions is monitoring the wave and monitoring the short-term trend, everybody. And you are going to be sick and tired of me telling you, if this is your first time, go back to the recordings, because this is a course, and start to learn from lesson number 1, technical market structure. Damien says, quick question, do you also include gold in your Forex course? No, sir. No. Just the currency pairs, okay? But you can use the same concepts, everybody, you know, it's all the same. You can use trend lines, you can use market wave, you know. It would not be fair to use gold, because if I'm going to address gold, then I'm going to address Bitcoin, and if I'm going to address Bitcoin, we are done with the Forex Traders Course, right? It's going to be the global trader course, not just Forex. Make sense? I need to be fair to everybody. So if I'm not going to analyze Bitcoin, I'm not going to analyze gold either, okay? But you can use the same concepts, everybody. Take what you like, take what you understand, take what makes sense, and reject the other stuff, you know? So before moving to the USD JPY, everybody, is anybody long on AUD USD? And Damien, question for you. We are still at the number 2. If you would go short, what pattern would you short? You know, we need to wait the change in the short-term trend. This would be number 1, beginner traders. before shorting the market, we would wait for the change in the counter trend line break. And all of these questions here are before entering the market. You know, so we would wait for the change in the short-term trend. We would wait for the counter trend line break, and then we need to determine what pattern, you know, what are we shorting? Are we shorting what? The relevant highs and lows? Are we shorting the bearish candlestick formations? Are we shorting some structure? Are we shorting some resistance, pivot point? Are we shorting the original Fibonacci? Are we shorting the crown, head and shoulders? Are we shorting double tops, double bottoms? You know, what pattern are we shorting? Passion, why is this important? Great question. This is important because the stop loss goes on the reason pattern. Some of you guys are entering in the Forex course 202, the advanced course, you know, and goes on the pattern traded. Period, end of story. Okay? Unless, of course, unless you are a scalper. Scalpers are excluded from those rules. You know, if you're a scalper on the 5-minute chart, then it's just candlestick formations, most likely. Risk reward is 1-to-1, and that's it. But if you are a swing trader, everybody, day trader, intraday, long-term position trader, then we need to address the patterns. Why is that? Because the pattern gives the direction to the trade. Make sense? So Damian, if you have no further questions, we're going to talk about USD JPY. Mikers asked, let me see the chat, USD JPY, 5-minute long, okay? Damian, for our chart, timing is one of the keys for the beginner traders, okay? Trade what you see. Know what, not what you think is going to happen. Okay? And if you have a friend that is trading like, oh, this is what is going to happen, and he is entering blindly, you know, there is something that is called random distribution between winners and losers, you know. But he was, you know, what? Lucky, right? This is luck. Shorting the market right now, everybody, it's luck. Make sense? Oh, but my friend shorted right now and he won. He was lucky. No, he knew. So he has a crystal ball, right? He knows what the market's going to do. Right? I have some students that are, oh, I know what is going to happen. Well, if you know, I'm going to give you $1 million to trade and we split the profits, right? But if you would lose, you need to give me back because you know, right, what is going to happen. And then you know what happens next? The guy stays quiet, right? Oh, it's not like this, right? Damon says, I'm good, thank you. Okay. Mikers, let's go on USD JPY. USD JPY, double click. USD JPY. Okay, and let's go on the, well, I don't have the 5 minutes. I have the 15 minutes. 5 minutes. Let me see. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes. Everybody, let's compress the chart, right? USD Mexican, sure. Garza, if we have time, we're going to push on USD Mexican peso, okay? But Mikers was before. Okay, everybody, so first comes, first is served. Okay. 5-minute chart. Beginner traders, if you are trading from the 5-minute chart, okay, And if you are not a scalper, Mikers, are you a scalper or are you a swing trader, day trader? So if you are a day trader, intraday trader, or swing trader, if you are on the 5-minute chart, which time frame is the confirmation time frame? Beginner traders question. What do you think, everybody? Teacher Zuelius, if you are trading from the 5-minute chart, which one is the confirmation time frame? In between scalping and day trading. Great. Okay. So this is not a scalping method, everybody. You know, scalper is just 1-for-1. You know. But day trading, then Zuelius 4-hour chart. No, sir, everybody. If you are on a 5-minute chart, your confirmation time frame is the 1 hour. Okay, beginner traders. So before going long or short for the day, your confirmation time frame, the higher time frame controls price movement and market direction on the smaller time frames. Make sense? Okay. Same questions, makers. You know, short. Okay. Question number 2. What pattern? What pattern are we shorting? What pattern? What pattern? Where the stop loss? Where the take profit? How is risk reward? How is probability of the trade? Okay. So everybody, beginner traders, let's try to implement trade what you see. Okay, makers short. Okay, what pattern are you shorting? Everybody. So this is the 5-minute chart. This is the big picture on the 5-minute chart, right? We learned about trend lines. So we have something like this too, right? This would be, just give me a second. Let's zoom in the chart, everybody, and we need to find the low, and I should not break the wicks or the body of the candle. So this uptrend line stays like this. Okay, and going back, everybody, to the big picture of the 5-minute chart. This is it. Nico said, I asked about a long, but a short seems more viable. There is no right or wrong, Mikers. You know, beginner traders, you need to learn there is no right or wrong. You can go long and you can go short, but what is going to give you this is connected to this, everybody. You need to identify the pattern. So it doesn't really matter long or short, what pattern. Make sense? Everybody, you must understand something about this market. You can have 2 traders entering at exactly the same price level. Somebody is going to go long, somebody is going to go short on the same time frame, same chart. Both can win and also both can lose. How is this possible? Because they are trading different patterns. Make sense, everybody? It's going to take some time for you to learn. It's okay, it's normal. Give yourself time, everybody. Okay? So, Mikers, you are the head of trading. Tell us, what do you want to do? Do you want to go long or do you want to go short? And don't be scared, everybody. Don't be shy. You know, there is no right or wrong. Long. Okay, what pattern? What's the pattern that you want to go long on? Long, okay, what pattern? And before going long, we're going to address the 1 hour time frame, which is the confirmation time frame. Long, what pattern? So let's compress the chart, right? And let's see if the, whoops, let's see if the, not sure about pattern take profit at 104. So let's go step by step. Okay, let's go step by step. And where is the chart here? Okay. Makers and everybody else, I'm going to push on the 15-minute chart first. Okay. Durian, what do you think about calendar economic with trader? News is important. Okay, news events are important. So USD JPY 15-minute chart. I'm in chart because I want to see trend lines, everybody, especially makers. So this is the uptrend line, okay, and this is the medium-term trend line, something like this. Okay, now makers and everybody else, do we agree that the market broke the short-term uptrend line in here? The market was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and it broke the short-term uptrend line, and the market starts making lower lows, lower highs. Do we agree on that, everybody? Leroy says inverse head and shoulders, going long on it. Very good. Thank you very much. Makers, do we agree that the market was in a short? Yes. Do we agree, everybody? Yes. Okay. Now, what we learned from the previous lessons, it's the so-called market wave, right? When the market's making extensions, retracement, extensions. So let's address these too. So extension, retracement, extension, retracement. Let me see until where? Pushing lower lows, lower highs, lower uptrend, you know, extension. Let me see, higher lows. Okay, extension, retracement, extension. Okay. So when Leroy says inverse head and shoulders, he's correct, everybody. Okay, we are going to learn about this too. So pattern goes, okay. So everybody, as you can see, and especially makers, do you see that the wave changed, the market wave? Okay, and no, this is not Elliott, everybody. Elliott is something different. Okay. Do we agree, everybody, that the wave changed? We have the first extension, first up extension. Okay, relevant highs and lows. So starting back from up in here, you know, relevant high, beginner traders, relevant low, relevant high. And what are relevant highs and lows? Relevant highs and lows are the borders between extensions and retracement. Those are the borders between the short-term trends. Short-term uptrend, short-term downtrend, short-term downtrend, short-term uptrend. Okay. The spike to 104.8 is the change. Well, I don't know about the 184,800, you know, but what I'm seeing is that the market, it's not making relevant lower lows, lower highs anymore, but it starts to making, it made the first relevant higher high. And in lesson number 5 or 6 of this course, we learned how to conform an uptrend and how to conform a downtrend. So when we have a relevant low and when we have a relevant high, and when we have a relevant low, and when we have the next relevant high, then this is a confirmed uptrend, right? Who remembers, this uptrend is how much percent? So is this uptrend confirmed, everybody? Oh, right. Before buying the uptrend, so is this theory, are those two things the same, everybody? In other questions, do we have a confirmed uptrend? You know, maybe, not necessarily. Zuela says not yet. Let's see who remembers how many percent is this uptrend confirmed. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, so Pickles megaphone. What is megaphone? How much is this? So the previous lesson, every relevant high and low, it's 25%. When you have the first low, it's 25. When you have the first high, your uptrend, just an example, it's at 50%. Clone one more time. When you have the first higher low, right? When you have the second low, which is the first higher low, the uptrend is at 75%. And finally, when we have two lows and two highs, when the second high and the second low are higher highs and higher lows, then this uptrend is 100% confirmed. Zuelia says 50. Errol says 25. It's 50, everybody. You have the first low and you have the first, compared to the previous one, you have the first higher high. Okay, if this is not clear, beginner traders, please go back to the recorded lessons and watch the lessons one more time. Okay, now what should we do? Should we enter the market? Should we trade? Should we wait? Miklos, you're the head of trading. Tell us, boss, what should we do? Should we go long? Should we stay out? Should we short the market? How can we trade what we see, right? That being said, everybody, you know, oh, I'm on the 15. I need to go to the 5-minute chart. See, everybody, 5-minute chart one more time. This is the arrow. Let's build an arrow one more time. 5-minute chart. And what else? Well, we can draw a counter trend line, something like this, right? Waiting news up, says Durian. Okay, we must go long. Okay. Pickles megaphone used the term chaos. Yes, sir. Where is our Mikers? You are the head of trading. Tell us what to do. Should we wait? Should we go long? So here is the question for the beginner trader. Okay. Those are the questions we should address, everybody, as beginner traders. So number one, can I go long? Is a risky trade, talking about technical risk. And three, if I'm going to lose, why would that be? I hope my English is correct, everybody. I don't know if my English is correct. Anyway, so we have let's do it like this. We have a 50% confirmed uptrend, relevant highs and lows. And here is the question, can I go long? Yes, I can, right? Miker says, I would say you could go either way. It looks like it hit 75 uptrend, but it could continue to go down. Okay, boss, but we need a decision. Boss, we need to decide. Boss, tell us what to do, Mikers. Beginner traders, it's decision time. So can I go long? Sure, why not? Talking about technical risk. Mikers, go long, right? Okay, and if I'm going, so this is if I'm going to lose, everybody. Okay, so it depends on how aggressive we are as traders, you know. So if you're an aggressive trader, everybody, you can go long, right? Now, if you are more of a conservative trader, then we are going to wait for the next and the next. Make sense? Make sense? Let's change the color. There is no right or wrong. I can go long right now. Yes, I can. You know, but what's the technical risk? The technical risk, this uptrend, it's only 50% confirmed. This is my technical risk. You know, Pickle says untradeable pattern. Miker says yes, Bruno says yes. So if I'm an aggressive trader and I'm going to enter right now, and if I'm going to lose, everybody, you know, if I'm going to lose, what's, just give me a second. Somebody's washing the house. Just give me a second, everybody. Sorry about that. Everybody, what is the reason? And remember, there is no right or wrong, but we need to make sense out of our losers, not to repeat them. Make sense, everybody? If I'm an aggressive trader and if I am losing more than I'm winning, everybody, okay? So if I am an aggressive, still beginner, demo account, if I'm an aggressive beginner trader and I am losing more than I am winning, okay, and I'm entering this kind of entries, okay, then I need to address, you know, why I'm losing, you know, what's the problem, you know. This is FOMO. I'm sorry, I'm not, I don't know what this means. FO, out for now. Okay, there is no right or wrong, everybody, you know. Make sense? There is no right or wrong. Can you enter? Yes, you can. But you enter a 50% confirmed uptrend. If you're an aggressive trader, so what is this 50%? Is this a good product? The casino, you know, am I betting on the markets? How this works? Oh, fear of missing out. Thank you very much. Thank you, Garza. Mikers, if we go long and teacher Mikers, teacher Durian, and teacher Leroy, if we lose, what is the reason? Everybody, it's okay, you know, but we need to address the technical risk. Make sense? And if I have more losers than winners, just maybe I need to check why this is happening. Make sense? We cannot improve our trading unless we make sense of our losers. Every loser has a reason. Wow, right? This is some deep stuff here. Golden nugget for you, everybody. Every loser has a reason. You can learn this, okay? Being a trader is a skill, okay? And the markets are predictable. Not 100%, of course, but the markets are predictable to a degree. Low technical probability, okay? Would you be more specific, Pickles? Let's write this down. Every lose. Oh, I just lost. Okay. Beginner trader, it's okay. Why did you lose? You know, what technicals, what rules, what concepts did we misunderstood? What rules, what concept are we not still understanding, or we are not obeying, you know? Maybe I'm not obeying the rules. Maybe I think that, oh, it's all the same. Make sense, everybody? Sultan, wrong timing. Sure. Would you be more specific? If I'm going long right now, if I win, it's okay. But if I lose, what was the reason? 50%. Yes, sir, exactly. Congratulations, Pickles. Everybody, this is just a small example of the trading world in here. If I'm going long on the head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, you know, and if I lose, what would that be? Because I entered buying here. Come on, trading view. I entered buying here. So I was subjected, everybody, you know, I was subjected to what is called random distribution. What is random distribution? Random distribution is where a 5 click a mouse and is going to buy the market in the exact same time and price level that a professional trader, and is going to win. This is what it's random distribution. We can just click a mouse and win. Make sense? But does this make a 5-year-old girl a professional trader? Sultan. Yes, everybody. You know, there is random distribution in the market. So Durian says, where support we are going to learn about support, Durian. Okay, we are in the lesson 15 of the course. Garl says, Wi-Fi, there he goes, I guess. Random distribution, yes, sir. We're going to learn this more in the future, in the advanced course, everybody. There is random distribution between winners and losers, and we're going to learn about what is an edge. You know, how they make money from the edge. But we're far, far, far away from this kind of understanding, everybody. Okay, so the technical reason is we entered buying a 50% uptrend. You know, Miker says, I was actually, why the sad face? It's all good news, everybody. Why the sad face? It's all good news. It's all good news. There is no bad news, you know. It's all good news. It's learning. It's the part of learning. And so before doing this, everybody, we need to check. We have one more step before we finish for today, and we need to check the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour frame is our time frame. Okay, 1 hour time frame. Let's delete this, delete this, delete this. Okay, the 1 hour time frame is our confirmation time frame. So we need to address let's delete the relevant highs and lows. And let's see how the market wave is positioned. Okay, let's delete this one. Let's delete this one. let's compress the chart. So the market wave, highs and lows, extension, retracement, extension, retracement. So extension, retracement, we need to see a downtrend, extension maybe, retracement, extension, and then was extension, retracement, and extension. See everybody? I'm going to delete this one, I'm going to delete most of the things for you to see everybody. Delete, 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 delete. Please listen in here. Okay, so what is the different traders intraday on the 5-minute chart and on the 1-hour chart, and talking about the technical risk is that from the 1-hour time frame, this market went high before we can say that this market is in an uptrend, in an up wave. Make sense? So before we're going to enter on a trade on the 5-minute chart, we need to address the 1-hour chart, and this is the 1-hour chart. See the difference, everybody? On the 5-minute chart, we have inverse head and shoulders, but on the 1-hour chart, we don't have a change in the market wave. On the 1-hour chart, the market wave is still down. Make sense? So even though when we have time to time, even though when we're going to have a confirmed uptrend, you know, the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows, relevant ones. From the 1-hour standpoint, this trade is still risky. Why is that? Because the 1-hour wave is still down, and this is the price level 105,600. This is the price level that to say, oh, the 1-hour chart is not in a retracement anymore. Passion, this is too confusing. Go back to the recordings and start to learn. Watch the lesson number 1, 2, 3 to 15. You have 15 lessons, everybody. We covered all of this in the previous 15 lessons. Risk, reward, not worth it for now. Well, it depends on the stop loss and the take profit. You know, it depends on the pattern. Garza, this is too general, you know, risk, reward, not worth it. It depends on the pattern. And everybody, before we finish, sending me emails, you know, oh, do you have anything else? What is today, Monday? So next level number 2, if you want consistent results, learn the mindset and the heartset of the professionals, ask for the Forex Course 202. Okay? If you or your friends, everybody, if you've been around the block for 2, 3, 4 years, 5, this course, it's a must. Okay, you must come to this course. Why? Because everybody, we are not stupid. Okay, but yeah, we lack some specific knowledge, and this knowledge is your next level. Make sense? Okay, some of you are in the advanced course already. Everybody, I'm telling you, if this is good news, it's not your fault. Okay, common to have somebody trying to be consistent for 5 years, 4 years, whatever, and it's not making it. You know, you need to come to the course 202. You know, we are not stupid. You know. Okay, everybody, that being said, see you back tomorrow with another day of the Forex Trading Week. Remember, okay, until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.